morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wellness Wednesday, should I say. This is a yoga class this morning that we're going to do for our Wellness Wednesday. Really excited to be here. Thank you, Mindset, for having me. We'll give a few seconds for everyone to pop on, but as you come to arrive on your mat, just come to settle into this space and let everything else that might be distracting you go for this moment in time. Let's just take time here on our mats to dedicate to ourselves and to our practice. And when you're ready, I want you to start thinking of what you want to focus your intention on today. So as we wait for a few more people to join, as you start to come to your yoga space, I like to set the space. So whatever that might mean for you, whether that's you take an intentional moment before you step onto your mat and that's coming into your space, or maybe you have some essential oils that you'd like to use and that might be a nice way to come into your space. And if you use oils, left hand's the receiving hand, rub it together, activates the essential oils, and then taking a nice deep inhale and breathing that all in is a really nice way to set your space. So I want to thank Mindset Wellness for having me today. Before I start a practice, I like to have the Mindset Wellness CBD focus drops. I find that they're a great way to set an intention for class because we're focusing. That's what you're going to hear me say that word so many times. I'm going to say focus on the breath, or focus on this one area, or focus on your intention. So what better way to help us focus on all these things than for these drops that are made for us to focus, right? So amazing products, love these focus drops. So I already took mine and I've set my space, so I think we're ready to go ahead and start our practice today. So when you're ready, I want you to come to lie down on your mat, coming into a nice comfortable position. We'll ease into practice this morning, so we'll take it nice and slow, and then we'll build up some heat, and then we'll have a nice long cool down. So as you come down to settle into your space here, you can come into a Shavasana position, so just come to rest. And as you lie here on the mat, feel the bones supported by the earth below you. And just start to let any tension ease from the body here. And if your mind is wandering or full of things that you have to do today, for this time, just let that go. Those thoughts will be there. We'll come back to them later, but let's just take this time to clear our minds. And before we get started with any movement here, let's just do a quick body scan, checking in, seeing how our body's feeling this morning. Maybe it feels great, maybe there's some tightness somewhere. Just notice these things. Good. And from here, I want you to take a deep inhale, breathing into the back of the ribs. And then exhaling, letting all of the air out. Another deep inhale. And deep exhale. Good, again, take an even bigger inhale, breathing into the back of the ribs. Exhaling from the belly, letting all of the air go. One more time, deepest inhale of the morning, followed by the longest exhale. Beautiful. Take one more inhale here. And on the exhale, go ahead and hug that right knee in towards the chest. Your hands come onto the leg. Give it a little hug and start to just bring it from side to side, starting to get that motion in the hips from right to left. Good, and then coming through center, let's start to make a big circle with the hips, down, around, and up. Really nice and slow. And then come through center and give that knee another hug in. And then we'll take a gentle twist, so bringing that right leg across the body. Shoulder blades plugged into the mat, and then go ahead and gaze to the right. Nice and gentle twist here. Take a deep breath in, breathing into the back of the ribs. And then exhale, letting all of the air out. Good, take another inhale. And exhale. On the next inhale, coming onto your back, go ahead and grab that right foot in the hands. And then take that outside edge, the pinky edge, to the left hip crease. And from here, seeing the sensations in the hips, and if it feels all right, start to send that right knee forward. And if there's too much sensation there, then you can take the bottom of the right foot, bringing it into the inside of the left leg, and then letting the knee fall over to the right. Either position is great. Just go ahead and breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Good, taking another inhale. And exhale, letting all of the air go. Good, and then hug that right knee in towards the chest and send it long. Good, take a deep inhale here. And on the exhale, hug that left knee in towards the chest. Give it a hug. And then move it left to right. This lateral motion here. And then we'll start to take some big circles in one direction and the other. Good, and hug that knee in, and we'll take that gentle twist to the other side. So go ahead and bring that knee across to the right, keeping both shoulder blades glued into the mat, cactusing or extending the arms, and gazing over to the left, and we breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Nice, taking another deep inhale and deep exhale. On the next inhale, coming onto your back and grabbing that left foot and taking the same leg you did on the right. So you're either taking that outside edge of the left foot and bringing it to the right hip crease and sending that knee down, or bringing the bottom of the left foot to the inside of the right leg and letting the knee fall to the left. Either way, we're just focusing on how the hips feel and breathing into that hip space. Nice. On the next inhale, hug that left leg in towards the chest. And then send both legs long. Take an inhale here, taking a big morning stretch. Reach the hands long, reach the legs away. Take another big inhale, and on the exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest, and the knees come up, the nose comes up to meet the knees. And from here, start to rock forward and back, and we're eventually going to meet on all fours. When we come onto all fours, hands are pressing into the mat, all 10 fingers. Shoulders are in line with the wrists and knees are in line with the hips. We're going to take an inhale here as we drop the belly, pull the chest through the arms. And then with your exhale, go ahead and round the spine. Really focus on rounding that upper spine, pressing in between the shoulders. Inhale, looking up for our cow. And then exhale, again, really rounding that spine, pushing the mat away from us for our cat. Take a few more rounds like this. And I invite you to add any movement here that your body might be craving. Maybe that's forward and back or side to side. Whatever it is, just keep it fluid, keep it motion-like, keep it light and playful. We don't want to restrict anything. We're just flowing through the poses and connecting with the breath. Take a few more rounds here. And then when you're ready, I want you to come find that nice neutral spine. That spot right in between those two positions. And the navel is pulled in towards the spine. Good. From here, I want you to reach that right arm forward and then slide the left leg back. And as you slide that left leg back, focus on keeping all 5 toes pointing towards the ground and then lifting it up to hip level. Good. Feel that beautiful oppositional reach as you reach that right hand forward and that left leg back. Taking another inhale, reach a little more, and then exhale, round the spine, coming to that cat pose. And the knee is going to reach the elbow underneath the body. Inhale, find length, and exhale, round. Good, a few more rounds, just like this. We find length, and we bring it in. One more, inhale, sending it long. Exhale, bringing it in. Good, inhale, reach forward, and then set the right hand down, and the left knee down. Good. From here with an inhale, bring that right arm up this time. Gaze up towards that hand. And on the exhale, we're going to bring it underneath the left armpit. Extend that right arm long. You can go ahead and bring that right cheek to the mat if it feels nice, and maybe that left arm extends long. If that left arm is long, maybe tent up on the fingertips and feel more space in the armpit. And just focus on your breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. Really nice. On the next inhale, bring that left hand back in and use it to press yourself back up. Right arm high and then set it down. Good. Let's take this over to the other side. So with the next inhale, extend that left arm long, long, long. Reach for it and slide the right leg back and then lift from the heel. 5 toes pointing towards the ground. Good. Inhale, reach a little bit longer. Exhale, knee finds elbow underneath the body. Inhale, reach. Exhale, rounding that spine, coming into the cat pose. Inhale, send it long. And exhale, we bring it in. 2 more. Inhale, reach. And exhaling, round. And last one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, send it long. And then clasp the left hand down. The right knee down. We're back to all fours. Good. With the next inhale here, bring that left arm up towards the sky, gaze up, and then thread that needle, bringing the left hand underneath the right. Left cheek finds the mat, and maybe that right hand goes long. Again, you can pop up onto the fingertips if it feels nice, and just breathe here. Beautiful. On the next inhale, bring that right hand in and press yourself up, left arm high. And then go ahead and place it down. Good. From here, we're going to curl the toes under. And we're going to get ready to start to activate that core. So pressing into all 10 fingertips. Go ahead and start to lift the knees off the mat and breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Good. Take one more inhale. And one more exhale. Good. And then go ahead and send those hips up and back. We're coming to our first downward facing dog. So on the next inhale, roll forward to plank just to find where our hands should be and where our hands should be and our feet should be. And then send those hips up and back again for your downward facing dog. Good. Pressing into the fingertips, press the mat away and spiral those biceps in towards each other. We want to make a nice long spine here. So crown of the head reaching forward and that tailbone is high. From here, everyone, go ahead and bend your knees a lot to send that tailbone up higher. And then as you re-extend the legs, can you sink the heels a little bit lower? Beautiful. We're going to take 3 breaths here in this downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale for 1. Inhale. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Exhale for 3. Beautiful. Bend the knees, look forward, and start to slowly walk towards the top of your mat. We're going to come into our first forward fold. Now this first forward fold that you're in might be a little tight if your hamstrings are tight like mine, which is totally fine. We can take blocks and you can press the hands into the blocks if you'd like, or just keep those knees bent. Either way, let's have our hands flat on that mat. Head, neck, and shoulders can be heavy. And so to shift the weight forward more onto the hands so that you can extend the legs. Beautiful. Just keep breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Feeling the back of the legs firing up maybe a little bit here, right? And then with a bend in the knees, slowly start to roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Head is the very last to come up. From here, come to stand with your feet hip distance apart and parallel. And we're going to come into an active Tadasana, an active mountain pose. So I want you to start with the feet here and really feel that you're rooted down into the earth, feeling supported by the mat. From here, start to rock forward and back. Maybe close the eyes, trusting your body to be your guide. Find your center of gravity. And once you've found that place and you feel rooted into the earth, start to lift up. Lifting up from the arches of the feet, lifting up the lower legs. Feel those kneecaps start to lift. The upper legs extending longer. That side body is reaching up. It's lengthening. The shoulders going up and then down the back. The neck is long. The crown of the head shining towards the sky. Reaching the hands down. Palms facing forward. And now we've arrived. Tadasana, mountain pose. This active pose here. Standing tall, feeling a little bit stronger. And this is a beautiful time to set an intention for your practice or for your day. I invite us to focus on the positive today. Beautiful. All right, facing the front of the mat. With an inhale, reach those arms up and overhead. Hands are going to meet in prayer. Look up. Exhale, go ahead and forward fold. Hands find the mat. Inhale, hands to the shins. You're going to make a flat back. Then exhale, plant the hands and send that right leg back. You're in a low runner's lunge here. From here, lower the right knee down, untuck the toes, quick alignment check. Our ankle is in line with the front knee here. And then we're going to sweep those arms up, coming into Anjaneyasana. Beautiful. Reach those arms away, spinning those pinkies in towards each other. Take an inhale and exhale. Good. Another inhale. And exhale. One more deep inhale. On the exhale, bring the hands down to frame that left foot. From here, step the left foot back to meet the right. We're in a plank pose here. From here, shift the weight forward slightly. Lower down the knees, the chest, the chin. And then with an inhale, pull that heart forward, baby cobra. Tops of the feet can press into the mat. We're lifting up here from the back so that we don't even need the hands. All the strength is here in that nice long back. Take another inhale here. On the exhale, curl the toes under. We're coming into downward facing dog. You can go straight there if that's your way to go, or you can come to child's pose or all fours. Either way, you find your way to down dog. Take 3 breaths here on your own. One of the things I love about yoga is that it's really an individual practice. I'm merely your guide, and so it's all about you and how you come to these postures, right? Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands and step that left leg back, low runner's lunge. Right ankle's in line with the right knee as we lower the left knee, untuck the toes, and then we sweep those arms to the sky for Anjaneyasana. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale for 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Exhale for 3. Beautiful. Set the hands down and step back to plank. From here, lower the knees, the chest, the chin. Inhale to your baby cobra. Exhale, make your way to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's take 3 breaths here. Focusing on the breath, noticing how we're feeling. And then go ahead and bend the knees and look forward. And slowly walk towards that top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, let's bring the hands to prayer. Beautiful. From here, we're going to move on. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands and step back to plank. Beautiful. From here, you can lower the knees, chest, chin, or you can lower all the way down into one piece. Inhale, that baby cobra. Exhale, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Bend the knees and look forward. Walker, if you're ready, you can hop in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer. Beautiful, moving on. This time I'll add the option of a chaturanga. You can always keep knees, chest, chin. Here we go. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. Either step back to plank, or if you're ready, you jump back to bench, chaturanga arms. Everyone takes an inhale to either upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, send those hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Good. Bend the knees and look forward. Walker, float to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands at heart center. One more time like that, and then we'll add on. Here we go. Building heat in the body. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands and make your way back. Take your version of the flow. Whether that's knees, chest, chin, whether that's lowering all the way down, or if that's taking that chaturanga. It's your flow, it's your practice. Take another breath in downward facing dog, and then bend the knees, look forward, and make your way towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer. Good, take a moment here. Checking in with the body. Noticing how we're feeling. And then we'll add on from here. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands down and take your flow and meet me in downward facing dog. Good. From here, inhale, bring that right leg up and back. And then with an exhale, start to shift the weight forward, bringing that right knee towards the right nose. Inhale, send that right leg up and back. Exhale, bring the right knee to the right elbow. Coming to our first warrior one. So as we slide that left heel, sky, spinning those biceps in towards each other, quick alignment check. That right knee is in line with the right angle. We're distributing equal weight between the front and back legs. Good. All right, I think we had a little connection error, but I think we are back. All right. So, all right, we're all back here, and we are in that warrior one. Left foot is forward, right foot is back. We're pulling that left hip back in space here. Go ahead and take another inhale. On the exhale, open up to that warrior two. Shoulders are in line with the hips. Reach those arms. Feel that beautiful oppositional reach forward and back. Gaze over that left hand. Take another inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. On the next inhale, flip the palm, reach and reverse the warrior. Take a few breaths here. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step back to plank, flow and skip it. Downward facing dog is where we meet. Beautiful, bend the knees here and look forward. Walk or hop in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. All right, listen for the change here. Go ahead and bring the toes together, heels slightly apart. Sink the hips low, sweep those arms high. We're coming into Utkatasana, chair pose. Good, keeping that nice neutral spine as you sink the hips a little lower. Can you reach the arms up a little bit higher? Checking in with the knees, making sure they're not going past the toes here. And breathe. This pose is called awkward pose because it is. I know it feels weird and it requires a lot of strength. Take another inhale. On the exhale, forward fold. You did it. Good. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. Make your way back. Downward facing dog is a beautiful place for us to meet. All right, from here, we're going to take 3 breaths. Option to take them in child's pose. Option to stay in down dog. I like to just sit in hero's pose personally. All right, so moving on, we're going to do that same flow, except we're going to pick it up a notch, and we're going to do it in 1 breath, 1 movement. So when you're ready, go ahead and slowly make your way to downward facing dog. And let's flow. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise, warrior 1. Exhale, open, warrior 2. Inhale, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Exhale, the hands come down. And take your flow or skip it. Down dog is where we meet. Arrive, arrive. And let's take this to the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, root down the feet, rise, warrior 1. Exhale, open, warrior 2. Inhale, flip the palm and reverse. Exhale, the hands down and flow. Downward facing dog is where we meet. Bend the knees and look forward. Walk or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring the toes together, heels slightly apart. Sink the hips down and rise. Utkatasana, chair pose. Just 1 breath here. You've got this. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your flow or skip it. Downward facing dog is where we meet. Good. Take a few breaths here. Good. With the next inhale, that right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise. Warrior 1. Exhale, open. Warrior 2. Inhale, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Listen for the change. Exhale here. This time we're coming into side angle pose. That right hand can rest on the inside of the right leg. That left arm reaches up towards the sky. Good. Take an inhale here. And exhale. Another deep inhale. And exhale. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. On the next inhale, come back. Use the strength of the side body to your warrior 2. Good. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, go ahead and come down and flow. Or skip it. Down dog is where we meet. And then we'll take it to the other side. With an inhale, that left leg lifts up and back. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Left hand inside the left leg, right arm up. Can you gaze up at that right hand? Beautiful. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On the next inhale, make your way back to warrior 2. And then cartwheel the hands down. Take your flow. Downward facing dog is where we meet. Beautiful. From here, bend the knees, look forward. Going to the top of the mat one more time. Bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. You've got this. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Last chair pose. Take another inhale. Another exhale. Good. One more deep inhale. On the exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. Take your flow or skip it. Down dog. And then come to child's pose here. And in your child's pose, find what's most comfortable to you. You might want to take the knees wide, setting the hips back. Maybe the arms are forward. Maybe make a pillow with your hands and rest the forehead on the hands. Or you can even use a block and rest your forehead on the block. We spend so much time looking down at our phones that it's actually nice to have this lift of the forehead when we're in child's pose. So just settle into that pose. I want you to enjoy a few more breaths there before we move on. All right, when you're ready, coming out of that child's pose, slowly making your way to downward facing dog. From here, with an inhale, that right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, and then step it through. Keeping that left heel lifted, we're going to rise into our high lunge. Good. Checking in with our alignment, that right heel, the right ankle is in line with the right knee. Good. From here, bring your hands to your hips and go ahead and bend that left knee, sending the tailbone down, pulling the pubic bone up. And then as you re-extend the legs, you can re-extend the arms. There we go. Perfect high lunge we are. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, bring the hands to prayer. Inhale, go ahead and lengthen the spine. Then the exhale, we're going to take a twist. So twisting over to the right, you're going to hook that left elbow onto the outside edge of the right knee. And we're going to take 3 breaths here in this twist. I love twists because they're a detoxifying pose. So we're literally wringing out the toxins from our body. Good, and from here, on your next inhale, big open up to that warrior 2. Now, if you know how to get there, you're already there. If you're confused, feet aren't moving. We're just moving that left arm back, spinning the left heel down, right arm forward, warrior 2. Beautiful. From here, flip both palms towards the sky and extend that leg. Inhale. Exhale, lower back down to your warrior 2. Good. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, straighten. Keeping the right leg straight. Start to reach forward. We're coming into triangle pose. Right hand comes down. Left arm to the sky. Right hand can find the ankle, a block, or the ground. We're mainly just focusing on having one long line from the top of the left hand to the bottom of the right. One long line. Beautiful. Let's take a few more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Another inhale, another exhale. Good. On the next inhale, we're coming back up to that warrior 2. And then we're gonna make our way to half moon pose. So if you know how to get to Ardha, you're probably already there. Otherwise, join me. Let's have a block out in front of us. If you haven't done this before, maybe we're on our higher setting. So we're gonna reach forward, that hand's gonna reach forward and find the block. Left arm reaching towards the sky. Then we're gonna straighten that right leg as the left leg comes up. My hips are stacked one on top of the other. That back foot is flexed a lot. That's my anchor here. I'm reaching up in those arms, one long line, just like we talked about in our triangle pose. Good, keep breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Take one more inhale, one more exhale. Good, and then on the next inhale, slowly, like we're moving through butter, land back down in that warrior two. Good, from here we're gonna inhale, sweep the arm forward, left hip rises on our high lunge. Good, from here, we're gonna take an inhale, and then exhale, bring the arms back, crown of the head forward. Again, inhale the arms high. Exhale, sweep those arms back, crown of the head forward. One more time like this, inhale, arms up. Forward, sweeping the arms back. That left leg just naturally, right? Naturally lifts off of the ground, and now we're balancing on that right foot. I have a micro bend in my right knee, and I'm rooting down into the earth to rise into this warrior three. Good, take one more inhale, and then on the exhale, land in that high lunge. Good, from here, cartwheel the hands down, and then step that right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the right knee and take some circles in one direction and the other. Flip the dog if you're in the mood for it. Otherwise, stay here, taking these hip circles. And then square off the hips. And we take our flow option to keep this leg lifted for a change. And downward facing dog is where we meet. Good, take a few breaths here. And then we'll take that on the other side. All right, with an inhale, that left leg lifts up and back. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, we rise to that high lunge. From here, bring the hands to the hips. Bend that right knee to send the tailbone down, pubic bone up. And then re-extend the legs and re-extend the arms. Take an inhale, exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, we're gonna take that twist to the other side. And we're hooking the right elbow onto the outside edge of the left knee. 3 breaths here in this wonderful detoxifying pose. Inhale and exhale. Take another inhale and exhale. Deep inhale, deepest exhale. Good, and on the next inhale, we open up to that warrior two. Right arm reaches back, left arm reaches forward, right heel down. Beautiful. From here, inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower down. Good, inhale, rise. And exhale, lower. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, come up. And this time we're coming into that triangle pose. Reach the left arm forward, right hip back. And then the left hand finds the floor, the block, or the ankle. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Gaze up towards that right hand. And give me 3 breaths here. On the next inhale, bend that front knee and come into your warrior two. And then looking forward, we're coming into our half moon pose. So maybe this time we're trying a different block setting, or maybe this time no blocks, or maybe we're just playing with it. We might not even get there at all. It's all fine. It's a practice. It's not a perfect. Right arm reaches high, flexing that right foot, our anchor, and keep breathing here. Take one more inhale. And on the exhale, slowly, carefully, we lower down to our warrior two. Good, and then with the next inhale, we open up to that high lunge. Good, take an inhale, reach higher. Exhale, send the crown of the head forward, arms back. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back. Inhale, arms up. Ready to fly. Exhale. Woo. Take off. Good. That right heel is flexed. Arms are reaching back. Rooting down on that left foot so that we feel that strength to rise. Take another breath here. One more inhale. On the exhale, slowly lower back down to that high lunge. Good. Plant the hands down. And then step that left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the left knee, take some circles. Flip that dog if you'd like. And then coming back through center, we'll take our flow. Option to keep this leg lifted. And downward facing dog is where we meet. Coming down to child's pose or sitting up in hero's pose. Whichever you prefer. Taking a moment here. And now when you're ready, come to meet me in downward facing dog. And we're gonna roll forward to plank. And then slowly bending the elbows as slow as you can. Lower all the way down onto the mat. Good, from here, reach the arms long, forehead on the mat. And then interlacing the fingers, pull those arms back and slowly start to lift the chest up. Breathing here. And then lower down, coming onto one cheek. And you can go ahead and rock those feet from side to side. And then interlacing the hands, maybe bringing the opposite thumb on top. We reach back. And lower down. And then bring your hands to either side of the ribs. Curl the toes under. We're going to really pull into our strength here. We're going to take an inhale. And with an exhale, meet me at the top of a push-up. Beautiful, and downward facing dog. Good, bend the knees and look forward, and then come through to a seated position. Really nice. From here, go ahead and reach those legs long, heel down, toes to the sky. Inhale, reach the arms up high, and then with an exhale, reaching those arms forward, it's like bend the knees. We reach, and then we fold down. Good, and keep breathing here. And on the next inhale, rise up. Bend the right knee. Place the right foot on the outside edge of the left. Swing the right hand back as it props up like a back of a chair, and reach that left arm high. And then take a gentle twist, bringing the left elbow to the outside edge of the right knee. Gaze over the right. Take a few breaths here. Take one more inhale. And on the exhale, go ahead and take the counter stretch. Good, from here, come forward. Keep that right foot on top of the left, bend the knee, and then come to lie down. We're taking our figure four stretch, also our reclined pigeon pose. So go ahead and take the hands, bring it behind the left leg, and then pull the left leg in towards you as you send that right hip forward. If it's accessible to you, you can also come to a wall, which is really nice, And you can press this left foot into the wall as you send the right leg forward. So these are just different options instead of pigeon. I personally don't love pigeon. Some people love it. If you love pigeon, go ahead and be there. Again, this is a yoga practice. It's individual. It's for you. I'm merely just your guide. So maybe you're in pigeon, maybe you're using the wall, or maybe you're right here with me. Either way, let's take a few more breaths into that hip space. Inhale and exhale. Good. Take another inhale. Another exhale. Good. And then plant the foot down and the right foot down. Hands alongside of you. Bend the knees in a little bit more so that your fingers can grace the heels, pressing into the mat. Good. Take an inhale here, and on the exhale, come up into your bridge. As you inhale, can you lift those hips up higher? As you exhale, can you send the knees forward? Close your eyes, release the tension in the jaw, the tension in your mouth. Yes, I know we need to do the left side. If your mind has wandered there, just be in the present moment. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Good. All right, here's your challenge if you decide to take it. If not, make your way up to seated any way that you'd like. But we're going to take an inhale here, and then with an exhale, coming up to seated. Beautiful. Bring the hands down. Extend those legs long. Hug the left knee in, and then go ahead and place it on the outside of the right. Swing that left hand back, right arm high, and then bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Gaze over the left. Breathing into the back of the ribs. And exhale. Take a few more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. One more deep inhale. Deep exhale. Take your counter stretch. Good. From here, come forward. Bend that left knee down. Keep the foot where it is. Bend the right knee. And slowly make your way down. Again, we're coming into this pigeon, so now you know where we're going. So if you like the traditional pigeon, you're probably already making your way there, right? Or you're finding that wall. You're pressing the right foot on the wall to send the left. One more inhale. One more exhale. Set the right foot down, the left foot down. Scoot the glutes closer to the heels so that the fingers can grace the heels. And we're coming up into our bridge. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lift up. This time, if you'd like, interlace the fingers underneath you and pop up onto those biceps. With an inhale, can you send the hips up higher? With an exhale, can you send those knees forward? Relax the tension in your jaw, the tension in your glutes, and just breathe here. Good. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, lower all the way down. Beautiful. From here, we're going to come to either legs straight up, legs up the wall, or we can come into shoulder stand. So we have some options here. So first, we can bring those legs straight up, keeping a nice flex in the foot. And we just enjoy our time here. I love this pose. It's called the Fountain of Youth because it replenishes the body. The blood is now flowing back down and recirculating. So this is a beautiful place to stay. And again, if it's accessible, go ahead and scoop the glutes up to that wall and let the legs up the wall. Or if you're really craving a shoulder stand, let's go for it. So if your legs are up the wall or here, just tune me out and enjoy. If we're coming to shoulder stand, go ahead and press into those hands, bring the legs slightly forward and then up. Hands catch the lower back and legs go straight up towards the sky. Beautiful. You can play with bringing one foot down and the other. or just enjoy the stillness. Good. If you're in plow pose, you can bring the legs over. Or sorry, if you're in shoulder stand, come to plow pose. Everyone, start to lower all the way down. Point through the toes, lower the legs, reaching the legs forward. From here, press into the forearms so much that you can start to lift up from the chest. Imagine there's a string from your chest and I'm pulling it up towards the sky. Keep lifting until eventually you're on the crown of the head, feet pointing forward, pressing into those forearms. You're in your fish pose. Take a moment here with your heart open and your throat open to just feel vulnerable and allow the energy to flow into these two spaces. Take one more inhale, and on the exhale, slowly lower down. Hug both knees in towards the chest and rock from side to side, loosening up the lower back, giving it some love. And take any final movements here that you'd like before we come into our final rest. We're going to take a little bit longer of a Shavasana, and I'll lead us through a bit of a meditation. If you're in happy baby, knees are in towards the armpits and we're grabbing opposite feet and gently rocking from side to side. And then go ahead and hug those knees in tight and bring your knee to your nose and hug yourself a little bit harder, a little bit more. Love yourself, really embrace yourself. Squeezing in a little bit more, sending all the love and gratitude to your body. Take another inhale. And then with an exhale, release everything down onto the mat. Surrender to the earth. You've arrived. Shavasana. As you settle into this space, just allow the bones to sink into the mat, feel heavy. You no longer need to do any work. Starting from the big toes, let them splay to the side. Ankles are heavy into the earth. The lower legs completely supported. The upper legs are heavy. The glutes are melting into the mat. The navel is falling towards the spine. The upper back is melting into the ground, feeling completely supported. There's no tension in the shoulders, they're just splaying out. The heart is open. Palms are facing up to receive energy. And the back of the head pressing into the mat. If the eyes aren't already closed, go ahead and close them. And bring your attention to that place in between the eyebrows. And just imagine seeing a big ball of white light glowing. Noticing how you see this white light. Is it bright or is it dim? Is it more white or yellow? Does it have shape? Does it have texture? Does it have a temperature? And now imagine that light slowly starting to make its way down from the center of the eyebrows to the mouth. Noticing how that white light feels. Moving down to your throat. down the spine, resting at your navel. Feeling that white light at the navel, making its way down to the hips. It traces down the left leg, all the way to the left toe, beaming from the left toe. And then back up the left leg, and then down to the right. All the way down the right and beaming out the right toe. Slowly that light starts to glow and rise all the way up through the body. The whole body is illuminated by this bright light. Take a few moments here to feel illuminated and loved and supported. Clear the mind. Take a few more moments for you. The sound of the singing bowl will bring you out of this Shavasana. Slowly start to bring attention back to the body. Start to bring movement to the fingers and the toes. And then slowly, keeping the eyes closed, roll over to one side. Taking a moment here in this position. Keeping the eyes closed, letting your body be your guide, gently press yourself up into a seated position. Once you've arrived in a seated position, start to rub the hands together, making heat. And then come to stillness and slowly separate the hands, feeling that energy that you've created. Cup the hands, place them over the eyes like warm pillows. And then slowly start to blink the eyes into this space to gently open the eyes into the earth and see the light as you bring the hands down. Palms up if you need to receive energy, and palms down if you need to feel a little more grounded. Thank you so much for taking your time to your practice. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. And today is Wednesday. We are doing a wonderful giveaway. We are giving away this wonderful mat from Babe & Co. We're giving away lattes from Earth and Star. Mindset Wellness is giving away a focus drop CBD, and I will be giving you a private class. So to enter, you can hop on to Mindset Wellness or any of these amazing accounts and enter. Best of luck. It's a wonderful wellness package. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me or message Mindset, and have a beautiful day. I hope you feel a little bit stronger, a little bit lighter, and a lot happier. Namaste. Thanks, everyone.